So coming straight to the point. So at some point when you have achieved the required discipline, you are consistent in the gym, you are working out, you are achieving failure, and you are building muscle, you are building your body, and you have fixed your diet, you are having whole food, you are hitting your protein goals and all those things. But at some point, please start thinking about fixing your finances. A lot of people think, like I was also thinking, and it's a complete wrong thinking, and I am telling you from my mistakes, so from my experience. So it's good that you have fixed your what can say your discipline, you're fixing your body, you're fixing your mind, you're fixing your diet and everything. Okay, but this does not mean that you have achieved everything. Okay, it's not, I'm not demoting motivating you, I'm just, I always love to put the clear picture than to give anybody a false motivation. So that does not mean, and it's completely from my experience. So if I'm going daily gym, if I'm working out, if I'm eating 80% or 70% clean, that does not mean that I have fixed everything in my life. Okay, so you need to fix your finances also. So I mean, you think that where you can improve in like money basis or bank balance basis, because at some point I know I'm telling about myself. So I have one job, okay, and the salary is very mid-range. So I'm doing it because yeah, I mean everyone has to do some job or something. So I'm also doing it, and because of that 9 to 5 or that corporate, so it's not 9 to 5, it's US shift. So because of that job, I can afford my diet, my protein and everything. I don't take money from my home or from my father. So, but at some point, all I can say is that I have only one income source, right? And it's the job. That's it. So, God forbid, and it happened in the past. So, God forbid if I lose my job tomorrow. So, what I am having, I mean, accepting yes, accepting that job or something, that earning. So, I am also thinking about this, and I thought that um, since you guys are watching, and I saw that you guys are watching the talk, so I thought that it's an important message which I want to give, that always try to think that what are the other income sources or maybe investment. So if I haven't, I'm not a good investor, I think I'm learning, but you can, and so you can find stock market where you can invest, or you can find any sort of small business. Like one of my colleague has opened his biryani shop, so that's a good thing. I mean, he is not working there, but he has the stake. So always, I mean, if you are disciplined enough, but side by side, do not think that okay, I have achieved everything if I am consistent enough in the gym, or if I am building a body or something like that. No, there are a lot of people who are having a good body, but even you can consider me as well. So I am not having that kind of, I mean, that 1% physique, but I can say that I have good physique. But however, that physique is completely depend upon one income source. And once, I mean, I always think that once that will go or something like some unfortunate thing will happen, then how am I going to fund my diet? Because, I mean, uh, you, you are, so it's not a bodybuilding uh, context, but Even if you are a small scale, uh, what I can say, gym goer and small scale bodybuilder, like natural bodybuilder, whatever you can say, still you will have to figure out how your diet should be. It's not about paying some bucks in the gym. It's about the whole game is revolving around the diet. So 70% diet. So to fix your protein goals and everything, you have to spend on yourself. And so that's why uh, this thing came in my mind, and I was thinking about this, but I thought that it's important to share it with you also. So please, I request that please start thinking about some income sources, some investment or something like that, and yeah, so that it will you will be future ready. Okay, don't uh, don't commit the mistakes which I did. So I'm currently 28 years old, and so don't do this. I mean, fix your body, fix your health. That's a good thing, but fixing your finances are also important. So I think, yeah, figure out. You need to figure out. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, we'll take legs today. So if you don't like this talk or something, then you can skip to legs workout. Okay.